Hey there, this is another one of my physical media videos on 90s slash 20th century comedies. Yeah, got quite the collection, as you can see. Some of yous well, viewers, how you doing, Hex, if you're watching? Yeah, you notice, I have the fast show, so let's get to it, shall we? Start with the box sets. Monty Python's Flying Circus. Yeah, John Cleese, Eric Idle, Graham Chapman. Yeah, he's passed away in is it 89, I think. Yeah, this is quite the original innovative comedy. Originally aired in the 1960s. The 70s. Yeah, must have for the, classic British comedy. Of course, the movies. What behind the rabbit. And now for something completely different. Monty Python, The Holy Grail, Life of Brian, The Meaning of Life, yeah. Terry Gilliam, yeah, he did all the animations. Quite impressed. Very inspired, so many modern comedies, classic sketches, yeah. Yeah, my favourite has to be The Holy Grail. Yeah, this is the 70s now. John Cleese, Connie Booth, I forgot the name of his wife, Sybil, and yeah, Manuel, the favourite. I'm so sorry, he's from Barcelona. Yeah, my dad originally had these on VHS. Try and open them if I can. Ah, bloody hell. Yeah, very slapstick and very cynical humour, I would say. Classic episode about the Germans, Kippo and the corpse. Yeah, look them up. Of course, the Ultimate Fast Show collection. There's Paul Whitehouse and Mark Williams. Yeah, Paul Whitehouse has been in quite a lot of it. He was in Howie and Paul. I don't have any of them, but it's a sketch show for the MTV generation. 90s, of course. Yeah, we're into the 90s now. Oh, suits you, sir. This way, I'll be eating acorns. A little bit whoa, a little bit way. I think Johnny Depp guessed that jazz. Johnny Depp guest starred in one of the episodes. Not watched him in a while. Yes, I think that actor there is Simon Day, but yeah, Mark Williams. He was he played Ron Weasley's father in Harry Potter. I'm not a big fan of Harry Potter, but absolutely. Yeah, this is quite underweighted. It's like the Fast Show, but I can't think of any of the guys' names. It was written by Scottish guys. It's another sketch show. I've only really watched these only really just watched all of them at least once. But yeah, you can watch them on all for the streaming service. Oh, what have I done? Yeah, I recommend absolutely. Yeah, I've not, as I say, I've watched them all. Binge watched them once, so I'm not really too familiar with them, but yeah. It's up to about 4 series from the 90s as well. How can I leave out Red Dwarf? I think these were originally my brothers. I don't have the new series that came out about, I don't know, about 5 or 10 years ago now. But yeah. Craig Charles, Danny John Jules, Chris Barry, and Wobbert, the guy who played Crichton. Can't really pronounce his last name. Sounds Welsh. Yeah, I've not watched this in a while. Yeah, it's a sci-fi, off-the-wall comedy. Very, very clever, very witty, very dry humour. Yeah, Just the Shows, Volume 2. As I say, there's like there's up to, I think they've made up to about 10 seasons, but I don't have the modern ones. These are just from the original. The League of Gentlemen, complete collection. Very strange, very like kind of it's quite hard to describe. You've either watched this or you know, it's just it's weird. Put it that way, it's weird. You do get into the story, you know, season by season, you know, kind of. Yeah. Father Ted, as this is Irish, drink, heck, arse, gals. Yeah, Dermot Morgan, that's Frank Kelly there, Pauline McLean, and Ardell, I forgot his second name, the guy who plays Father Dougal. Yeah, it's Dermot Morgan, he passed away, I think it was 1997, just when they stopped filming the last series, so... Kick Len Brennan up the arse. Alright. Yeah, I love this. Watched it in the 90s, of course. So, classic comedy. Very, well, it's about like priests not really doing their job properly, or taking themselves too seriously. The Detectives with Jasper Cowart. The other one's called Wobbert. Yeah, there's his name there, Wobbert Powell. I knew it was called Wobbert. So yeah, it's about these two daft detectives, you know, just doing the job, you know, just clumsy, you know, just parodying the whole detective thing. I don't really have time to watch these as much now because I'm distracted by Netflix. obviously see BBC there, summer BBC. Father Ted was on Channel 4. Yeah. That's dumping these all here. Okay. So, bloody hell. The young ones, Adrian Edmondson, Wick Malin, yeah, deceased. Vivian, and yeah, that's Christopher Y, and he's also plays Hedgehog in Bottom. Can't remember the name of the hippie there, but yeah, Vivian's the metalhead. Yeah, if you can read that, it tells you the names. Yeah, some kind of throwing of sketches, anarchic comedy, you know, if you're familiar with Wick and Id. Yeah, sorry, it's all too shaky, this, isn't it? Yeah, if you want a full description of these comedies I'm showing you, there's plenty of people that have reviewed them. I'm just zipping through them because I don't want to be talking too much. Yeah, I didn't get this as part of a box set, but yeah. Bottom, yeah, that the young ones was in the 80s. Bottom, yeah. Richard and Edward Hitler. Two sad pervies, you know, very sad, inadequate men that live in a flatmates, struggling to get laid and, you know, better their social life. I can relate to that, to be honest. I used to love this. Me and my brother used to quote, you know, like, you know, Eddie, Richie. Yeah, I can't really think of any quotes at the moment. But series 2. So the episode's there. I'll have to do separate videos and just, you know, not joy episodes. Point out my favourite episodes, etc. sayings. A lot of toilet humour, as you can tell that. The Big Bottom Box. This is all their live shows. Guest House Paradiso, that was the only one-off movie they made. Yeah, the original, that was in Southampton. That was in Oxford. That's the movie. Oh, it's getting too long, this was. I think that was in Liverpool, Hooligans Island. Weapons Grade Lager, yeah, I remember that. The Best of Bottom Live. Yeah, this has obviously got an 18 certificate, a lot more cruder than the TV show. I remember the VHS saying, if easily offended, do not buy. Don Jolly, yeah. Trigger Happy TV. Don Jolly, that's it here. This is like a prank show. It's in I think this went on to 2000. It was like 1998, late 90s. I remember this being on TV, of course. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, breeze block Nokia phone. So he just pranks. It's like a hidden camera show. He pranks the British public, the London public that is. Just does odd little, just interesting ways of how he freaks people out. Dresses up as various characters, you know. Yeah, Trigger Happy TV. I don't know if I can open it. Can I open it here? I don't think he's really done much since Trigger Happy TV, Don Jolly. Yeah, I'll have to watch it again at some point. I haven't watched it in a while. Brass Eye. Now, this is kind of like political satire at the time. I think it came out in 1997. That's the original certificate, you know, the 18 certificate. If you can tell the difference between that and that, yeah, that's the early. That's what it looked like. Yeah, had a lot of guest stars, you know, celebrities, British celebrities. Very kind of insane humour, really. Very smoky, kind of political commentary. This goes on about social issues, you know, as it can tell you there. Yeah, Brass Eye. I got that at CEX. Big Train. Simon Pegg is in this one. Another sketch show. Just like off the wall randomness. Yeah, I love that type of, you know, various kind of. And lastly, Dead Pennies from Heaven. That's Paul Kay there. He was in a. Well, I like that film, It's All Gone Pete on. He's been in various other like comedy roles. The Complete Pennies. Yeah, this came out in the late 90s. He pranked celebrities. I think Clint Eastwood was in there. I think. Who else? Just various celebrities just dressed up as some eccentric guy with a microphone, just going up and asking them lewd, crude questions, all that sort of thing. Don Jolly quote there. Right, so put these back on the shelf now. That's my collection of 90s, mostly 90s British comedy shows. I'd like to have said a bit more, but I don't know really. I don't really have a script really. I can't remember everyone's name. You know, can't really. Yeah, I'll have to maybe bottom. I do want to go through, like, point out my favourite episodes, favourite jokes, gags, etc. Probably with Monty Python as well. The Fast Show, yeah, that needs a video on its own. The League of Gentlemen, yeah, it's quite hard to describe that. Just described as creepy. But okay, I'll have to get these all back together and put them back on the shelf. Thank you very much for watching.